What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I go forward in this video, I want to give a big shout out to Larry Wright, one of my longtime subscribers, for the additional information that he sent me. Much respect to him. And yesterday, you may recall me talking about a new Washington Post ABC News poll that put Joe Biden's approval rating at an all-time low for him in these polls, only at 36%. I think his his disapproval rating in that same poll was at 56%. Staggering numbers. All right, staggering. But there are some other numbers that had not been widely disseminated that just shows you how poorly Joe Biden is polling. Now, of course, we're still well over a year away from the election, and a lot can change in a year. I mean, hell, it looked like Donald Trump was well on his way to re-election in 2020 when the pandemic happened. It turned everything on its head. But the numbers that Joe Biden is pulling up when it comes to key Democratic groups should scare the hell out of him and his supporters. According to this new poll, only 52% of black respondents approve of the job that Joe Biden is doing. That's down some 30 points since when Joe Biden first took office back in 2021. Now, you would expect to be down some, but within the black community, to be barely over half support, I can't think of another Democrat that has polled that low. I can't. Generally speaking, even Bill Clinton at his worst was polling in the 70s. Barack Obama was always polling in the 70s and 80s. Hell, even Al Gore, when he's running for president in 2020, I don't recall him being any lower than in the low to mid 60s at his lowest. 52%? To put it into better perspective, according to black respondents to this poll, 27% said that they would support Donald Trump. Mind you, in 2016, Trump only got something like, I think, around 8% of the black vote overall. About 8%. Hillary got, I think, something around, I think it was around like 89% of the black vote. In 2020, Trump got 12% of the black vote. So he actually did a little bit better, in particular with black males. So for him to get 27% of the black vote, I'm not saying he's going to get that much, but let's just say he got 15% of the black vote in 2024. Let's just go with 15%. Well, that would be the best that a Republican has done since Gerald Ford. I think Ford got 60% of the black vote in 1976. And I think a Republican getting 16% of the black vote, that Democrat wouldn't win. I couldn't see them winning Georgia. I couldn't see them winning Pennsylvania or Michigan. All right? Then you look at the fact that a state like Iowa and Ohio and Florida have been trending away from Democrats. It could be an electoral landslide if this trend continues. And it's not even just the percentage of black votes; it's the turnout. And black people are just not enthusiastic about Joe Biden. In 2020, a lot of those votes were just anti-Trump votes. But now the election is about Joe Biden, and many black people feel like Joe Biden has not delivered. He hasn't delivered. And, I have to be honest with you, I think a lot of people in our community are dissatisfied with what the Democratic Party represents now. And it's not just the Democratic Party. Not just the black community. The Hispanic community. Latinos. In 2012, I think Barack Obama got something around 71%, 72%, something in that range, 73%. It was very high of the Hispanic vote. Hillary didn't do quite as well. All right, Hillary, I think it dropped down to 69%. I think she did about 69%. And I think Trump got something like 27%. But in 2020, Trump did better. He got 32% of the Hispanic support. These polls put Trump's support with Latinos at 44%. Bush in 2004 got somewhere between 40 to 44% of the Hispanic vote. And that was key to a lot of his victories in states like Florida and Arizona. Texas was going to go to him anyway. That was his home state. But now, Latinos are an even bigger portion of the electorate, are more powerful and a more diverse portion of the electorate, and they're all trending away from the Democrats. That just scared the hell out of Joe Biden in them. These poll numbers suggest an electoral landslide. And if I haven't mentioned this yet, 1 out of 5 voters don't seem to care about Trump's legal problems. And by a 54 to 36% margin, the voters think that Trump did a better job on the economy. That's with the pandemic and the massive recession that occurred under Trump's watch. So it's like people are blaming Biden for everything, you know what I mean? Whether it's fair or unfair, that's just the reality. Now, a lot can change between now and election day. We saw that before. Remember, in 2019, if I haven't said this already, it looked like Trump was well on his way to an easy re-election. But then the riots happened, the incidents happened, the police and black citizens, the pandemic happened, and then, more importantly, the massive recession happened. But yeah, these poll numbers are scary. I mean, they're scary, man. Democrats may seriously be in trouble. Seriously. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.